Hi, Ga. This is Karen Gedig, your reporter for the topic Quality Environmental Cost Management. But before we discuss that lesson, let's us first have our objective. Our objective for this lesson is to define the quality, describe the four types of quality cost, and explain how environmental cost can be measured and reduced. Now, as we go on with the topic, let us go through with these terms. First is the quality. This is referred to as the degree or grade of excellence. Therefore, it is a relative measure of goodness. Second is the quality products or services. It is the one that meets or exceeds customers' expectations. Third, customers' expectations. This relate to attributes such as product performance, reliability, durability, and fitness for use. Next is the quality specifications, or this is what we call the specifications in a given quality in a given products or services. It is a specific level of performance planned for a given quality attributes. Customers expect equality, and we believe with that. We expect a good quality in a given product or services, and that should be met in accordance to this given performance of specifications. Next is the quality of conformance. It is a measure of how a product meets its expectations or specifications. Defective product, this is not what we want in the company. It is one that does not conform to specifications because this does not meet or any level or any stages of specifications given to a specific kind of product or service. Zero defects. It means that all products conform to specifications. There are several quality related operations, each of which consumes resources that define a firm's degree of quality expenses. For example, inspecting or testing parts is an assessment activity with the goal of finding defective items. Detecting and fixing defective items before they reach to the customers is frequently less expensive than allowing them to reach customers. If you would like to imagine it, we would not want the company to have lots of expensive expenses, right? The goal of quality cost management is to develop the strategy and reduce the overall quality expenses. Quality is becoming more important, and we believe with that because this because quality is very important because that is what the customers want. That is what the customers were rely to. That is how we want to serve and what we give to the customers. Next one is defining quality cost. Quality related actions are those that are carried out because poor quality exists or may occur. The cost of carrying out these actions are referred to as quality costs. Now, we have the definition of cost of quality. Cost that exists because poor quality may or does exist, incurred to prevent defects or incurred as a result of defects occurring. Next, we have the subcategories of quality related activities. Control activities, which is the first one. It is performed by an organization to prevent or detect poor quality because in a reality setting of a company, poor quality exists and we have to prevent that. Control activities are made up of prevention. That's why it is needed and should be utilized. Next is the failure activities performed by organization or its customers in response to poor quality. If there are such failures that may arise in a company, failure activities are being utilized. If the response to poor quality occurs before delivery of a bad happenings, like for example, this there are delivered or there are made products that is not durable, this may affect the feedbacks that be given to us by the customers. The activities are classified as internal because this is before the delivery or the products are internally in the company. Otherwise, if it is being delivered, this is called as external failure activities. And if the customers found out that it has a poor quality, it will be affect and will be fall into the failure activities. Next, we have the four categories of quality cost. First is the prevention cost. Prevention costs are incurred to prevent poor quality in the products or services being produced. Because we believe that as prevention cost increases, we should expect that the cost of failure to decrease. We have to being utilized, the prevention should increase also. But we have to also think that the failure should also decrease so that the cost may not be that expensive. Second is the appraisal cost. When we talk about appraisal costs, these are incurred to determine whether the products and services are conforming to the requirements our customers' needs. If the customers needed a product that is with has a good quality, has a good packaging, we have to meet in conformance to this requirement so that we can achieve a good feedback to them. Failure costs incurred by an organization because failure activities are performed. Also, the when failures are not being performed or being like prevent, this failure cost will not be on the way on the operations of the company. Third, we have the internal failure cost or what we call what happened inside the company in producing that kind of product. These are incurred because products and services do not conform to specifications or customers need. This non-conformance is detected prior to being shipped or delivered to outside parties. These are the failures detected by appraisal activities. These costs disappear if no defects or defects exist. Dili- If no defects happen in a company, this kind of cost, like internal filler cost, will not be also an harm or a problem in the company. Fourth is the external filler cost. These are incurred because products and services fail to conform to requirements to satisfy the needs. Remember, we have to always satisfy the needs of the customers so that they can come back again to our given to the services and the products that we have to offer. We have to satisfy the delivery to the customers of all the cost of quality. The external failure cost is the very devastating because the products are already delivered to the customers and we have nothing else to do with that because the end already have accepted the products that we offer and we have to like prevent that because this may affect the overall operations and the overall qualities of a company. Next one is the environmental cost. But before that, we have the examples of this quality cost. For prevention costs, we have the quality engineering, the quality training products, and so quality training programs. For appraisal costs, we have the inspection and testing of materials. Next is the packaging inspections. Next one is the internal filler costs. These are the scrap, the rework, the downtime. Downtime is specifically pertains to the due to defects of the products. And the external failure cost is the recalls or the lost sales. The loss of sales is this is pertains to the performance related. The returns and allowances due to the poor quality and discounts due to the defects. Sorry. Next one is the environmental cost. Historically, firms have often released contaminants into the atmosphere because in according to the United Nations, the companies are the much more contaminants or they are the one who produced more contaminants to the atmosphere water without bearing the full cost or the consequences of such activities. Many people believe that polluters should bear the full cost of any environmental damage caused by productions of goods and services. By bearing the full cost, firms may then seek the more eco efficient production methods. That's why all of the companies now are most of the companies now are employing eco efficiently. When we talk about eco efficiency, this is the ability to produce competitively priced goods and services that satisfy the customer's needs while simultaneously reducing negative environmental impacts, resource consumptions, and costs. Damage to environment defined as either defective of the environment such as the emission of solid, liquid or gaseous residues into the environment. Now, for the environmental costs, this is referred to as environmental quality costs that are incurred because poor environmental quality exists or may exist. Next one is we have the four categories of environmental costs. Environmental prevention first is the environmental prevention cost, are the cost of activities carried out to prevent the production of contaminants or waste that could cause damage to the environment. Second is the environmental detection cost. Environmental detection costs are the costs of activities executed to determine if products, processes, and other activities within the firm are in compliance with the appropriate environmental standards. Third is the environmental internal failure costs. When we talk about this, these are the costs of activities performed because contaminants and waste have been produced but not discharged into the environment. Thus, internal failure costs incurred to eliminate and manage these happened contaminants or waste once they are produced. Fourth is the environmental external failure cost. Our cost of activities performed after discharging or the after events of waste into environment. External failure costs can be subdivided into two, which is A, realized external costs. This is incurred and paid for by the firm. B is the unrealized external failure. This is caused by the firm but are incurred and paid for by parties outside the firm. Investing more in prevention and defect detection activities can bring about a significant reduction in environmental cost failures. We have to think about the environmental cost of this because environmental is very crucial in providing the materials, the raw materials needed for the productions of the products. And we have to also think that customer want higher quality goods and services. Improving quality may be the key to survival for many businesses, but we have to think of the environmental cost. Improving quality should be preventive, and improving the process quality and product and service quality is a basic strategic goal of a very well designed balanced scorecard. As a result, enhancing quality may help the company's financial and competitive decision. And remember, when quality improves, customer happiness improves. When the customer satisfaction improves, market share improves. And when market share improves, revenue rise. And that's all. Thank you for listening.